words of that great philosopher, Nightwave. What up,
What's
Shaboyas?
up?
I'm here with me, Tyler, and with Lane. Give us a wave. And with
Deja.
this is
Is that
is
me?
Dacia's cue.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey guys. What's up?
This is how
Good to see ya.
Lacey Simpson waves at church. She goes.
Mhm.
It's really funny. She double waves everybody.
I like double waves.
What have you all been up to? Dacia, is this your first time on since having a child?
Yeah, it is actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been great. What have I been? I have been eating a lot of granola. This is the best stuff in the world. And I got into Zumba, guys. I love it. It's
Oh.
the best thing ever. It's cardio
Why-
and
We
granola.
prefer Discord, but Zumba is fine too.
Zumba is really great. It's really great. I love it.
That was a bit of an inside joke for anyone out there wondering. Yes, we debated Zoom versus Discord for a long time. That's
I
it.
know
That's the
There
joke.
was much Discord between us.
Oh,
Nice.
Lane, what have you been up to?
Same old.
Hmm.
Went to Tennessee Aquarium last week. This weekend I'm going to Georgia to vacation at the cabin. But
And
other than that, I've just been hanging out, walking, doing normal stuff.
That's fun. We've been enjoying our new house. We walked around the neighborhood. There are many hornets.
Oh, good.
It's been a good time, and we very much like not really having to share space with anyone else. Is that selfish?
No.
Feels
Not at all.
selfish.
No.
Announcements. So tomorrow is Bible talk. Sunday we've got church, which you may attend in person or online, whichever you prefer. We have an 8 a.m. outdoor service, a 9:30 indoor service, and an 11 indoor service. Whatever helps you to worship the Lord and stay safe, do that. And we're also trying to figure out some fun hangouts that we can do before school semesters start out in the pavilion, little outdoor stuff. That's what I've got for announcements. Hope y'all are staying classy. We've got a fun day today. We've got one that I'm ashamed to talk about. First video game you ever beat. I'll tell you why in a little bit. We've got a little show and tell with Dacia. I hope she didn't just ruin it with her granola comment. We've got a Nightwave nugget. We've got anything with the boys, Lane's choice, and a little spit and truth, like always.
And lady.
Let's get it started. Dacia, have you ever played a video game?
Yes, actually. When I was trying to make Tyler marry me, I played Skyrim.
Oh, nice.
I played Skyrim.
Wait.
About
How did that conversation go?
Wares,
like, what happened?
Like how did?
What do you mean you were trying to make him marry you, and then you were all?
Oh my gosh!
I'll play video games to get this.
I was flirting with him for a long. I used to send him messages like, "What is an Xbox? What should I get?" And I hated video games. At that time I was competing in rock climbing. I was traveling I went to Mexico and Colorado and all these places climbing, but I was like trying so hard to get this boy to talk to me. So I played Skyrim. It's about a dragon. That's all I know.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong. Yeah, that's true. Is that the first game that you've ever beaten?
I think so. Oh, Diablo. I beat Diablo too while I was flirting hard. The easy level.
I've heard
that's
the
first
game.
level. That's it.
I like that. Nice. Lane, what do you have? First video game you ever beat?
So, the first video game I ever beat was definitely not the first video game I ever played. Because when I was, I think the first video game I played, I was like 4 or 5. And they were like, the video games you got in cereal boxes, like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? That's a
good one.
But I think the first game I beat, I was in like 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
And it was Star Wars Republic Commandos.
Ooh.
And it was so satisfying. Great game, first-person shooter, Star Wars. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Star Wars is incredible.
I did not beat Lego Star Wars because I don't think anybody can.
It's a very big game. For anyone out there who has completed a video game, please comment the first game you ever finished, or just say your favorite video game if you've never beaten one. In my case, I'm pretty sure the first game I ever beat was either Backyard Baseball
Oh, nice.
or Backyard Soccer. The first one I remember for sure was Backyard Soccer.
All the Backyard
Nice little-
sports games were incredible.
They really were. I'm sad that they're gone. Amy Johnson finished Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
Wow. Very good.
Wiping the
There you
dust
go,
off the
Amy.
shoulders on that one.
There you go.
There's our female
That's
representation.
Yeah. Hey, I'm so proud of you for that. You the bomb. I don't know what that
Um,
game is. That's pretty good.
Our
though.
our next segment is show and tell with Holland. Daisha, do you have another show and tell item?
Oh my gosh, you know I do. Let me tell you. This is an action figure. And this is
Please
he
tell us
is
the
a-
depths of the story behind this action figure.
Is that a Dragon Ball?
is
Z
a-
character?
you know it is. He's a soldier for the army from Mulan, as you can see by his pants, and he is also a newt, like the fish, as it's becoming in between a salamander and a fish, and he is obviously part
What's
demon.
his name?
You can see it
What's
as
his name? Oh, as you can see,
name is-
red eyes.
His name is Rick because he's a little dangerous, but he's into what's that thing that you get with your back? The bulbs that you suck on your back for muscle health. What's that called? He
I
does
don't-
that. It's like acupuncture.
But like
So
with
this is-
rocks?
I remember when that was big, like the cupping thing.
Yes, yeah.
Uh,
Rick is into yoga, and he really likes him is for
Rick.
shut up, Howard. And he loves art. Rick, this is Rick.
I just
Rick.
really want them to come out with a new Dragon Ball Z Kai, and like Goku's got to
Rick.
fight Rick the Demon Newt. I like that so much more than
Look
was
at
it
that
Majin Buu?
flexibility
Is that who
Rick
he was?
has. I don't know
Oh
who this
my
is.
gosh,
Rick. Rick,
that
look
was
at
the
all
most
these.
incredible story I've ever heard.
I love it. That's so impressive.
I'm trying to think. Lane, what do you have for show and tell?
Oh man,
Yeah, Lena.
I've got a throwback.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let's
even
hear it.
just as good of a throwback as Carmen Sandiego.
What?
It is one of my few Rescue Heroes action figures.
Oh.
It is the Space Monkey,
Oh my
with-
god.
the Moon Dune Buggy.
Oh man.
I found this while cleaning
pretty
out
legit.
our spare room about 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Good nostalgia memories, good stuff.
That's cool. I've got my son's favorite chair. Well, I don't know actually if that's true. It's kind of his favorite chair. I gotta dig deep for this one though.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
But
Hold on.
it's a
My headphones are
slow
full.
one
Here we
here.
go.
That wasn't
Woo!
called it.
He's a heavy little guy. This is a
That is
sloth
so
chair.
cute.
It's Nolan's sort of favorite thing. He calls it Saw, just like he calls all sloths.
Oh.
Occasionally he will lay on it. And by occasionally I mean like once a quarter. It was a gift. It's very cute. Look at him.
It's
His
a
name is
little
not as funny as
sloth.
Rick though. I wish I could name him something like
No,
that.
I think
This
everyone
is,
should have a sloth chair.
This is Jeb.
Jeb-
You know, Jeb the
Jeb
sloth.
Jebediah? Is that what it's short for?
Yeah, Jebediah
Sloth?
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Um,
Jebediah the sloth.
Took a lot of work to pull him up here. We've got a Nightwave nugget. Is Nightwave ready for a nugget? Blink twice for
Indeed.
yes. Oh, Nightwave,
I'm here.
what do you have for a nugget?
So, going back from going to real life. Today I went and applied for and received a job at Rooster Coffee Shop.
What?
Yay!
And the quote unquote wisdom that I would like to impart, my nugget, is make sure that if you go into a professional situation,
Okay.
you make sure to make a good impression by wearing professional clothing, and you also
right.
carry yourself in a manner worthy of being accepted in a job. Just,
So
just remember, if
for
you,
a coffee shop job, how did you
Mhm.
dress? Like
Good hand
three-piece suit?
I dressed
Tuxedo.
in a nice button-down shirt,
Oh,
and some jeans.
Nice.
way to
Tuck,
go.
Tucked
tucked
in.
in or
Very
not?
nice.
It was tucked. It was tucked.
All right.
I heard a wise man once say, "Dress for the job you want, not the job you have."
That is.
Um,
These are wise words. Enterprising men quote them.
I exclusively wear suits everywhere I go now. So.
There's a video that John Musatelli and I have watched before, and it's about George Clooney and the art of like being like comfortable in your own skin, and like it's great. Lots of good pointers and tips from your boy George Clooney.
I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Nightwave, how have you been now that we have you on screen?
I mean, considering I just got a job, I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna be making money now.
I might come by and see you sometime.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah, me and Moose will show up and order like a 2-ounce.
Just the hardest drink possible,
like
and I'll just completely fail.
I don't want to just give me straight caffeine.
Can you give us a cold brew with 3 pumps of hazelnut, 2 pumps of vanilla, and 4.5 pumps of orange?
I feel like that's not very hard. I just don't think it would taste very good.
It would taste disgusting.
Are you the kind of employee that's gonna like flip the free drink to your friends, Nightwave? Are you like above the law? Are you like good?
No. I would. That's a hard moral question. You see. It depends on where you're working. For a place like Roosters Pro Coffee Shop, I believe that they have the mentality of, as long as you're not like embezzling money, it doesn't matter that much.
Oh, good to hear.
But
set a low bar, overachieve every time. I like
that is fair. That is kind of how I view it.
Oh, that's awesome. I
like it.
So that's it. I think that's the idea. Is it for everyone else outside of you? You should present yourself well, so that you set the bar for yourself very high. But for yourself, you set the bar very low, so that you can always exceed your own expectations.
Amen. That'll preach. And that's our spit and truth today. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not very
the next thing, Nightwave, you can choose to stay or go, whatever you please. But I think you want to be a part of this. Lane, you've got a nice hanging with the boys.
Yeah. This one's gonna be a bit different. We've done a couple of these at the beginning of our YouTube live stream career, but it's been a hot minute since we've done one. We're gonna do a good old game of versus.
Yeah, please comment who you think would win.
Yeah, who would win? And the object of the game is you have to find one object, and I'm going ahead and tell you it's not going to be the Space Monkey. He's already made a cameo.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought I had a chance if it was going to be the Space Monkey.
It's going to be grab something within arm's reach.
Okay.
Argue.
For whoever's watching, please comment with what you have in arm's reach to see if you can beat us in a classic game of rock, paper, scissors within arm's reach.
All right. Does everybody have something at their disposal that they would like to present?
do.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
On the
Tyler,
count of 3.
Give your go first and tell you what your strengths and weaknesses are.
Well, me go first?
Yeah. Yeah, you go
All right,
first.
well, this is my children's craftsman drill.
Yeah.
Strength, as you can see, it goes clockwise or counterclockwise. It's got this nice battery right here that I can take off or put on. I would consider that a strength as well. It's good for a fight because I've got a nice punching action that I can take with it. Maybe this way if I'm trying to do like a butt in the back of the head type thing. Weakness. Occasionally the power will get low and it doesn't go very fast. Weakness. When I'm switching from clockwise to counterclockwise, it'll lock and not work at all. So I would say in the moment, if I'm going for something quick, that's a bit of a weakness. But overall, I would say strength strength.
Nice.
Oh, and it's got a light, so if it's dark, I can like see you
Oh,
before I
that's-
go.
Alternatively,
ears.
alternatively, you can blind people in a battle.
I'm crying.
I could do that as
All
well.
that.
They should.
Yeah, Rick has nothing against this.
Is that a mic arm?
I have a piece of metal that I found. Okay, strength is that it's flexible so it can move. Also, strength, it has a spring. So if I need to tie them, that's how I'll do that. And then this is the poker. So whenever I just do this motion, just poke them. So this is mine. The metal.
It's a mic arm. It's a mic arm.
Oh yeah, I need. It's a mic.
You have a
arm.
microphone arm. Okay, so you've got like a go-go gadget thing. That
Yeah.
seems like a strength. The
Yeah,
springs,
it
I'm
is
not
a
sure
strength.
how they really help you. It just seems like an aesthetic at this point.
That's true. Weakness, I can't really hide it. I mean,
Unless
maybe
you
I
took the
can.
Beauty-
springs off
beauty is
and
a
you use them
strength,
for your
I didn't-
shoes.
Yeah, I
Alright,
could.
Josh,
Yeah.
what you
So
got?
this is mine.
Oh. So
I
I
like it.
have the sit-stand desk.
Oh.
So I can goes up and then it goes down. I'm just kidding. Does it?
All right, so
Well,
immediate weakness.
It only goes
struggles
up,
to
it
go-
does not
to
go
go
down.
I think that's a
It
real.
goes down.
That's
So,
gonna be a real struggle
strength.
for
It's
John.
very heavy, so I can hit people with it. And it only
But
takes
can
one
you
shot and
lift
they're
it
dead.
consistently?
So,
No.
I see this is an
Weakness
absolute
is
win
weak elbows.
easily. So I will continue holding it like this so that it is in view, so
Okay.
people can have a good make
Yeah.
a good educated decision.
You've got kind of a long
Mhm.
sword type thing going on there, except it's more clunky and hard to maneuver.
No. This is a broadsword. You hit them once and they're no more. Like
That's
you
it.
hit them once and then
Just
crab rave
disintegrate.
plays.
Any more?
All right, disintegration powers. That's a strength. I don't have that with this children's drill.
All right. Okay,
Lane?
so I have here my pet squid. Squids are very stealthy. They have active camouflage. They're really fast. They've got 10 arms to which to grab you.
I just looked at Josh, and he looks like he's under an umbrella. Like he just did like.
That is another strength. I won't get wet.
the shade.
They've got hooks on them. Weaknesses. It's actually.
So correct me if
stuffed
I'm
animal.
wrong. That's a stuffed animal.
You ruined my punchline. Thanks. Tyler.
No. Wait, what are you gonna do in an out of
continue,
water
wait, let's
situation?
just act like I didn't
I
say
get it.
anything.
Oh, okay.
Finish
it's a
finish
real-
strong, Lane.
Nope. Moment's gone.
Was that the weakness? Were
You
gonna do
ruined
that?
it.
I was gonna
Strength
say
that shoots
weakness
ink when
is
it's
actually a
scared.
stuffed animal.
That's unfortunate.
You could throw it. You could eat it. Positives here. You
All
could-
right, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, everyone needs to vote.
Who do you think would win? Daisha's microphone arm, Josh's glorified umbrella, broadsword,
To sit stand desk.
Lane's very real stuffed animal squid,
Very real.
or my
Extremely.
children's craftsman drill.
Also extremely real.
Honestly, I think between the four of us,
I mean, Tyler's
like I
back.
think I'm gonna
Tyler's back. He can
compete
decide.
well. I think,
Tyler, you have to
that's
decide.
fair. Here's my argument, Holland. I think that I'm gonna compete well with this, and I think I take out Lane, but it doesn't have the weight or dexterity to compete with Rick, the demon newt, or Josh's umbrella. So I think it's basically between Daisha and Josh at this point.
I see how it is.
Well,
Lane's stuffed
much
animal
more
just doesn't even get
Changes this to a fist
consideration.
fight.
what's that?
You need to decide.
What?
Tyler, you need to decide
Yeah,
who
you
wins.
have to. Who wins?
Rick.
Rick.
Rick. Rick.
I turn
Rick.
myself into a newt.
Rick.
Morty.
Rick. That was good. That was a good chant. Wow, guys, that was fun. I laughed really hard.
Thanks.
I still think Josh has got a really good chance with his table umbrella. Our next segment, assuming that he comes back, is by Spittin' Truth with Tyler Holland.
Yep.
He seems to have disappeared. Holland, are you there? Whoa, he switched.
My computer died.
Oh,
buddy.
you transitioned very quickly.
Am I on?
Yeah,
All right. Well, is it time for Spitting Truth?
it is.
All right. So sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful time watching the gang here. I personally enjoyed poor Majin Buu being trained as Rick the Demon Newt. I mean, I don't know about that. That was very entertaining, though.
Majin Buu is rolling in his alien grave somewhere.
Indeed, he is.
Wow,
Indeed,
spoiler.
he is. So today I just have a little Devo that I wanted to give, and honestly, my notes are on my phone that I'm using right now for this. So I'm just going to reference this. So Tyler or Lane, if one of y'all could pull up Colossians 1, the second part where it's talking about everything pointing towards Jesus.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do something. I've been reading a book, and in this book, it talks about how we get so worked up about things sometimes. And this specifically written to pastors, but this goes to all Christians. Think about your life right now, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever your hard times are, whatever frustrates you. If you're anything like me, when we're in month 3 or 4 of this weirdness, and you might get a little ornery, you might get a little cranky, you might get a little more frustrated than you would like to, and start thinking like, well, why can't this be better, or why can't this be normal, or like getting that mindset of just being frustrated. And the Bible makes it really clear that what we're supposed to do is always have our mind on the purpose that Jesus has given us. So that purpose is loving him and loving others enough to tell them about him. So really the purpose is the gospel, right? Like we're always supposed to be prepared to share the gospel. We're always supposed to be living out the gospel. We're always supposed to have in our minds, not like, how can I succeed in my job? Not how can I make things more normal than they have been? Not any of that kind of stuff, but it's how can I love Jesus better and love others better? How can I focus on the gospel as a Christian, as a believer, as somebody who's supposed to be imitating Christ in everything that I do? So one of y'all, if you could read Colossians, I believe it's the second subheading where it talks about Jesus being everything.
Is it starting?
Yeah,
15?
I've got it. 15 through 20 is
about
Jesus. So I've got it. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And he is the head of the body of the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in everything he might be preeminent. For in him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether on earth or in heaven, making peace by the blood of his cross.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler. So I don't know if y'all noticed in that passage, but it's all about Jesus. It's not all about us. It's not all about what makes us happy or feel good or our personal desires for success. Sometimes those things are okay, but the most important thing always has to be lining up our will with his will, because he is the king of the universe and we are not. He is the one who is the reason for creation, who creation is for, who deserves all the worship, who is the source of all that is good and all that is love. He's the one that is what it is all about. So we have to remind ourselves of that, because we have something called sin. We have this thing in our life where we're like, you know what? I think I'm the king of the universe. I think I'm the one that everything should be about. And we get really frustrated whenever things don't go our way, because we're like, why wouldn't things go my way? This is supposed to be about me. But in actuality, the more we get to know him through the process of sanctification, through the process and discipline of reading the Bible and praying, through him just revealing himself to us, the more we realize how awesome everything is on a deeper level than we ever knew when it's all about him. So that's a little tidbit that I wanted to encourage you with today. If you are down, if you are frustrated, just remember sometimes that's because we're trying to live life as if it's about us, when in actuality, it's not about us, it's about Him. And while this is not a fun time or season, it can definitely be one that's impactful because we can show people that you can still have joy in the middle of darkness and weirdness. Guys, y'all got anything?
Nope, I think that's good.
I think that's good for this time where we're kind of focused on ourselves and staying safe and all the ways we can take care of ourselves, and just remember, like, it's about Jesus and following Jesus.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much. I know I only joined in at the end here, but thanks to Daisha for co-hosting today. Thank you, Lane and Tyler. Thank you all the viewers. We love y'all. And as always, stay bright and stay classy.